I'm Martha Jean, a retired secretary, and I am a hoarder. The majority of the stuff in my house are probably boxes or clothes in bags. I like to collect clothes, jewelry, costume jewelry mostly. Sometimes I save up for good jewelry. Some antiques, but not very many. There's also sentimental things that belong to my mom and dad. Well, I can't get rid of that.
I'm Ileana, and I'm Martha's daughter. My mom's house is full of boxes, full of clothes, just random items, knickknacks, things that are brand new, never been opened. Every room is full. Some are full to the roof. It's not walkable. It's not livable.
I'm Jacob, I'm 11, and Martha is my grandmother. It makes me very sad that she lives that way, since we're living in a nice house and she's over there living in a house that has stuff all over the place.
I'm Juliana, I'm 17, and Martha's my grandmother. I love my grandmother, and I want her to be healthy and all. I don't want her to get hurt in the house. Like, she could fall and hurt herself badly.
I'm most worried about my mother living there because of her health. She has diabetes, high blood pressure. She also has kidney problems.
In 2014, I started getting kidney failure. And then on September 23rd, 2015, I started dialysis. I had to turn off the water because the pipe busted. Because I had no water, I would shower with these wipes, keep myself clean, and use this spray for the hair to keep myself clean. Sometimes I'd have to urinate in a bucket, throw the urine outside, and then wash it with wipies. My daughter, she didn't know about the water situation because I didn't want to worry her. Well, I got a kidney transplant, and I thank God every day that that person donated their kidney, and I'm blessed to have received it.
I volunteered to take care of her after the surgery, so she's been staying with us since then.
Having my grandmother over, it's been kind of good because I got to be with her more often than I used to be. And my brother got to know his grandmother a little bit more.
Me waking up every morning and being able to see her and say good morning is just a nice feeling.
Although it's been great having her over, it has been a little challenging having her stay at our house for over 3 months. Because, well, my mom and my grandmother had challenging relationships.
We do have a 3-bedroom house, so she doesn't have her own bedroom. Right now she's in my game room.
Living with my daughter, I very much appreciate, but I'm sure they're ready for me to move back.
My mom's been a hoarder for as long as I can remember. I believe my mother began hoarding because of a traumatic event in her life. My guess is that it had something to do with my birth father.
A couple of years after high school, I met the father of my daughter. We dated for a while, and then I got pregnant. And that's when I found out he was married. So he lied to me because he told me he was not married. That was very hurtful. Very hurtful. And he wanted more kids, but I never was with him again, never. out of respect for his wife.
I believe my mother began hoarding to deal with the deception. I know my mother had a dream of being married with a family, having her own home, and I do believe that the hoarding is a manifestation of not having that in her life, to fill a void that she felt. I am very worried about my mother. She needs to be in a clean environment, and it's not.
I am worried about my grandmother's health. I'm worried that if she falls or if she can't breathe because there's stuff in the house that smells, she could pass away, and I don't want that to happen.
It's the morning of day one. I'm really excited to get this cleanup started. We are really struggling for space at this house. The yard is really overgrown and we need space. So we have a landscaper and we have a stump removal guy to clear out space just so that we can set up out front of the house. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are really excited to be here. We're here for you, Martha.
Appreciate it.
We have a huge team, and you have your support with your family here.
Of course.
You're the queen of the week. You are. It is about helping you and encouraging you through this whole process. It is not going to be easy at all.
Of course.
You guys ready to get started?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right, great.
All right, do you think you and I could go through this?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Right.
This is a bunch of paper, and I think there's a bunch of envelopes here.
Yeah.
It's mostly like empty envelopes.
Yeah, that's okay. Throw it.
So go ahead. Start throwing out, looking at it, throwing it out. Looking at it and throwing it out. How are you feeling as you're throwing stuff away?
I'm okay.
You are?
Yeah, what are you feeling right now, Martha?
I just want to get it over with.
Mm-hmm. Does doing this feel good? Does it feel bad? Does it feel
No,
nothing?
it feels all right.
It feels all right.
What do I have to do?
Okay.
I'm not sure I have a good bead on exactly where Martha is mentally and emotionally right now. She seems a little passive, and I'm wondering whether she's really into this or not.
And are you finding these decisions to be easy, hard?
Easy.
Easy decisions so far. Okay.
She actually keeps saying, I'm doing okay, this stuff needs to go, no problem. And that makes me wonder whether she's really engaged with the process.
What about stuff like this?
What is it? Throw it. Throw it.
It's okay. It looks like the part of a chair, like a wicker.
Oh, yeah, but no, it was a placemat, but it got broken.
Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, that's part of a game, but I don't know where the rest are, so I guess we have to throw it.
There you go.
Martha's doing a really good job of saying, toss it, donate it, maybe keep a few things, but she's letting go of a lot. And it seems like Ileana is very frustrated with the process. She believes that this is moving too slowly, and she's concerned that we're not going to get the house cleared out in time.
Am I wrong for not understanding why they're showing her each individual item?
Yeah,
When the house is entirely filled?
you cannot go through everything, I mean,
I am hoping that Carolina and the team can pick up the pace a little bit. I know Carolina's has the best intentions for my mother, but process really does need to move forward because we don't have like a month or two. We have just a few days.
So it's really important as part of this process to let other people help you, because see what's behind me? Right behind me, that way.
Oh, that way.
Can you see
boxes?
it? Boxes,
a lot of stuff.
bags, a lot of stuff. And we're just in the front room.
Okay, I'm
That's
sorry.
just the front room. Do you feel like Ileana and Samuel could make some decisions on your behalf
Of course.
and help you get rid of this? Because
Of
you
course.
call look at every single thing
Thank you.
yourself.
Make
Right?
it go by faster.
Okay, so they can start making decisions on your behalf.
Exactly.
All right, well then let's do it. Ileana and Lemuel are doing fantastic. They are getting rid of so much stuff. They've filled an entire dumpster. But what I have observed is that Ileana was throwing away stuff sight unseen. She was not even looking in the box and just saying that it was trash. Her desire is to just clean the house out, empty it out, and not worry about what else is in there. And we can't do that to Martha. Martha has to be engaged in this process. Do you remember what was back here? The bags and boxes that were like, there was tons of stuff over here. Ileana and Lemuel, they went through all that.
Okay.
But what I want to do is take you to this dumpster, because I want you to see all the things that were thrown away.
Well, that's all right. I don't have to
I
see
still
them.
want you to come see it.
Oh, you want me to go
Yes.
right
Hey, let's
now?
go take a little trip and let's take a
Okay.
look.
Dear Lord, a lot.
And it's full to the back.
What's your
Okay.
thought
Hold
as
on,
you look
sir.
at this?
Well, I'm glad it's going.
Are you?
Yes,
Yeah, I am too.
it's okay. It has to go.
Yeah. Any mixed feelings? I mean,
No,
is there a
not
piece
at
of you
all.
that regrets it?
No, not at all.
Okay, so you're feeling good about it.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
Here's my
That was huge.
concern, though. Come on in here, Ileana.
Okay.
My concern, Ileana, is that you're not even looking into a box. You're just saying trash. And we want to honor your mother by making sure that we're looking through some of that stuff. We can't just dump boxes. But tell me, are we wrong here? Like, what was going on over there? I know you want to get
I've
rid of
been
this
in the
stuff.
house already. I know what it has.
Okay.
I don't need
I'm gonna put
to
your hand
sort each single piece of paper to know that it's something that should be tossed out. If it's in a trash bag already, it's not valuable. And she knows that. We need the house empty and we only have 3 more days. And when you guys are gone, that's it. It's gonna stay the way it is. So, I don't know.
Well, I think the critical reason why we can't just throw everything away here is that ultimately what we're trying to do is give your mom strategies that she can use so that she can understand how to not re-hoard the home. So we want to make sure that she's getting adequate opportunity to practice decision making.
But when we leave and she is supposedly supposed to be able to live in this house again and it's still rooms filled to the ceiling, how is she going to ever get rid of it?
I get a sense, Ileana, that you're getting a couple steps ahead of the process. You're already starting to worry about how this is going to go. But I would say trust the process. I would just say that Carolina and I have done this a lot, and we've seen how this goes. Day one is usually slow because we have a lot of the meetings and we're just starting the process. Things tend to pick up as we go, but I wouldn't get discouraged just yet on day one.
Okay.
I think tomorrow could be a challenge. And if it is, I think the source of that challenge could be Ileana's mistrust of us and mistrust of the process. If she's not on our side, and if she doesn't understand what we're trying to do and why, then I worry that we're not really going to make good progress.
I think she just wants to get going and get moving. And let's just show her by making progress.
I mean, you're right. I mean, I think the best we can do is show her. We can't just tell her.
Yep. I completely agree.
Maybe we earn some of her trust back over the next couple of days.
Right. We needed to prove it to her by actually doing the work. She wants to see it. She doesn't want to hear us talk about it. We have more hands today. We have more family that's here and people that are able to make more decisions. Martha has given permission for Ileana and Lemuel yesterday, and today she gave her friend and neighbor, Regina, permission to also make decisions on her behalf.
We're making a lot of good progress, and I think it's quite possible that we will get this house cleaned out. But I could see that that is the hard stuff for that second floor, which is where Martha has slept. I know that's where a lot of the sentimental stuff comes. That's where a lot of her dad's possessions
Oh my
come from.
goodness.
So, Martha, this is where your dad slept.
Right, in the twin bed.
Yeah, and I'm noticing that we have all of your dad's clothes
I
here.
know, you told me to try to get rid of them.
Well, I'm just wondering, is there a reason that you feel a need to hang on to them?
No, there's no reason, but I just can't do it right now.
What does that mean exactly?
Emotionally ready yet. When I'm emotionally ready, stable, of course, I will donate them.
What would it mean to you to let go of them today? What would that mean?
That would be hard, very hard,
Tell
emotionally.
me what would make it hard.
Emotionally, it would be very hard for me.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Please.
It wasn't emotionally hard for you to have Grandpa sleep in this room?
No,
No,
was
listen,
very
listen.
comfortable.
No, he wasn't. He
Yes,
wasn't.
It wasn't
How
like
is this? Yes, it was. I was
There was
in
a
here in
path.
2016. It doesn't matter if there's a path. That man worked for 60 plus years to sleep like a homeless
no, he
person.
wasn't.
Yes, he
Not
did.
that long.
He slept in this filth, in this heat, when he worked for 60 years to have air
No,
conditioning.
he had air
Let me
conditioning.
talk.
Okay.
To have water, to have air conditioning.
He had water. The water broke down the end of April. The
You
pipe.
don't understand that the reason people in our family are not close to you is because of what you've done to Grandpa and Grandma. That is why.
They were very
No.
happy.
How could
Okay.
they be happy in here? Grandma was not happy. She was
wasn't.
not happy.
Okay.
You've convinced yourself that she's
No,
happy.
no.
She wanted to die in her bedroom, not in a hospice. Her last dying words were quiero ir a mi casa. I want to go to my house. That's what I heard her say.
Okay.
And you don't want to let go of clothing still?
Okay. I understand.
If you refuse to clean this mess up, I'm
No, I
sorry.
don't-
I
I
don't know
don't
what you
refuse.
want from us.
I don't refuse. Of
You're
course not.
refusing to give away clothes that you're not going to wear instead of honoring Grandpa and maybe not having him have slept in this room. How could he live here?
It
How could he
wasn't
die
like
here?
this. Okay.
People don't live like this.
This is really hard, and I can see it's hard for both of you. Martha, I guess I'm wondering, you know, if given what we're trying to accomplish here,
Yes.
and we are trying to get a
Of
house
course.
cleared out,
I know.
it seems like maybe this is the time to make some of those really tough choices as opposed to putting them off.
I understand. Okay, get rid of all his clothes. Okay, is that enough?
That doesn't make any difference at
No,
all.
it's
It's not about the clothes.
No,
It's
but
about apologizing for what you did to them. You don't feel guilt about how you let them live.
But that's not so. They were very content and happy. I wish I could say they suffered, but they didn't.
Ileana, I think that's not the answer you were looking for.
No, that is what
Sorry.
she's made up in her mind.
No, I'm not making it up.
So Grandma was okay with her house like this, is that what
No,
you're saying?
no, she wasn't okay with her house like this, but it wasn't this bad.
Oh my God. I have never been able to get through to this woman.
I'm
never.
sorry, but I'm telling
Never.
you the
And I
truth.
just,
'Cause
she
he
will
drove
never
and
understand.
everything.
She will never understand.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I cannot deal with this
Yeah.
anymore.
This is about more than hoarding. This is about a rift in the family that has been going on for some time now. I honestly don't know if this family can be healed. I got to see some of Ileana's pain today, but this is the first time I really saw that she's hurting and that she is suffering perhaps just as much as her mom is.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
It is final day, final push. We really want to get this done for you
Thank you very
and
much.
for your family. We have a really full day ahead of us. We have a car buyer coming to look at the cars. Would you be open to hearing what he has to say if he has an offer for you guys?
Yes, I'll be open.
That's great. Good.
Open, but that's it.
And that's all I'm asking. I wanted you to have the opportunity and the ability to get rid of them if you chose to. Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. We have so much going on today. The stand-up guys are emptying out the bedrooms upstairs. The plumbers are still working through each issue that the house has. They are addressing the bathroom issues right now. They had to go in from the outside to one of the bathrooms because there's a leak that they couldn't reach from the inside. And the car buyer is here to check out the cars and see if he can make an offer to Martha.
Good.
And now the car buyer is presenting the family and Martha with an offer.
So I'm willing to offer $1,000 for the big car, and the other one
For the
I can
71 Buick LeSabre,
Yes.
$1,000?
Yes, ma'am. And then for the other one, it's probably for parts. I can offer $400 for the Buick and $500 for the Toyota. So the total for everything and would be $1,900.
I think I can get more. I'm sorry.
I did research the green car, and it is too low. But the two out here are good. The price is good.
I could get more for
No,
from
you
a
can't. No, you
friend.
can't. No, you can't.
We researched
No.
for the Toyota and it was less than that. So that's a good deal for the Toyota.
And I think that's very little, but if they want to sell it, it's up to them.
Just to clarify, why is it up to them, Martha?
Well, because they've done the investigating and everything, and I haven't. It's up to her.
Up to you, Martha.
No, it's not up to me. It's up to my daughter and my son-in-law.
The whole time we're talking about the cars, Martha keeps kind of deferring to Ileana and saying, well, it's whatever she wants. And there's never a discussion really of what Martha wants. They're making recommendations, but
Right.
it's your decision.
Well, if that's what they want,
So we've said yes, but you need to make the decision.
own-
then it's
Okay.
yes, yes, yes. That's it. Get it over with.
This makes me worried because I'm concerned that Martha is being passive and later she's going to feel resentful and feel victimized. When it comes time to make these big decisions, you act like you have no agency, you act like you have no voice. You always have the opportunity to say no, to say slow down, to say I'm not doing it. You don't have to get rid of things just because somebody tells you to. You have a voice here.
Okay, Doug.
I just want you to feel like you're in control here.
Okay.
You're in the driver's seat, not us,
Yeah.
not your daughter, not Felix, the car buyer.
Well, when they say something's chipped or something has mold,
Mhm.
I have no choice. I have to get rid of it.
You always have a choice. What somebody else says is not the reason to get rid of something. I want you to make the decisions based on what you know is best for you.
Okay, Doctor.
Okay, thanks, Martha.
Oh, has anybody asked her about this hideous lamp?
Donate.
Thank you.
What is it?
Grandpa's gallbladder stones.
No, it was grandmother's
Well,
dog.
somebody's. Do we need to keep
No,
it?
throw them away.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds like they like that decision.
Oh.
We have so much going on. It's completely chaotic and all happening at the same time. Martha was able to get rid of 11 truckloads, which is a total of 22 tons. We are scrambling. The maids are cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the bathrooms. We're also setting up pictures, her knickknacks and the things that she appreciates. We've now completed the project and we are ready to show Martha her home.
Oh my God.
Come on in, Martha.
Oh my God. It looks the way it used to look like. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
Come on in.
All of you.
the first
God
round.
bless. Thank you, Ethan, for writing them. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Thank you, sweetheart.
to look at the surprise and amazement on her face, oh, it's priceless.
Oh my God. Oh. It looks gorgeous.
I would like to take you over here to do something else. Excuse me, Ileana.
Oh God.
So, do you want to see if it turns on?
Of course. Oh, great. Fantastic. Can wash the dishes now.
You can take a shower in your own
house. I don't have to use
house.
wipes anymore.
That's right.
And I can cook. And that's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. It's amazing.
It looks gorgeous.
Martha, I know that previously you had been hanging on to a lot of your father's things. Maybe there are better ways to honor your father.
Of course.
And I want to show you one now that Carolina set up.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. His army days, the flag, beautiful. Thank you, Carolina.
It was our pleasure.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ileana, it looks like you're feeling something here. What are you experiencing in this room?
I think he's in a place of honor now, where before he lived in an environment that he didn't deserve.
This is better now.
Much better.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I believe we did what we came to do. We cleaned out the house. We got it safe. Now it's in Martha's hands. So at this point, I think it's okay for Martha to move out of Ileana and Lem's house.
Of course.
Move back into this house. We have a safe place for you to stay. Hopefully you can come together in this home and have some good memories together.
I pray we do.
I do too.
I'm so sorry. I wish Mom and Dad had seen it, and it breaks my heart that they didn't.
Yep.
And I'm so sorry, dear.
Okay.
Forgive me. I love you too. Very, very much. You know that.
My name is Norman, and there's a lot of different things that I collect. I look around the house, and I have 30 guitars, 5,000 records, I have about 15,000 comic books, lots of artwork and lithographs. I have so much I forget sometimes. And I can climb almost anything, and I have pretty good balance, so I develop ways and means to get around the mess. And it's kind of like good exercise after a while.
My name is Joan, and I'm Norman Jr.'s mom. Norman's always been interested in collecting, and the house was usually messy. But I haven't been in my son's house for about 8 years. I think I really realized it was getting worse from what my husband said.
I am Norm, and Norman is my son. Being in the antique business, I feel totally responsible for starting my son on a path toward hoarding and collecting things.
I would go shopping with them, and I would learn about the different types of things that they would buy. I would make myself interested, learn about different things that even they didn't know about. She had broken her ankle, and because of the fact that she had no insurance, they would not perform the surgery. She was a bit agoraphobic to begin with. and we were quite content to spend time with each other. So there wasn't really any reason for us to leave the house too often.
He became totally involved around caring for his girlfriend and collecting items of questionable value.
After she had the accident, I did whatever I had to do to make her happy. I bring her presents every day. Sometimes I bring her like 4 or 5 things in one day. She ordered things all the time for the mail because she couldn't go out and walk around and shop. She ordered everything from fur coats to, juice blenders. That day, my girlfriend was so sick that she just seemed to kind of want to rest. She wouldn't eat solid foods. I got her things to drink so she wouldn't be dehydrated. After a while, I looked over. She didn't seem like she was breathing anymore. I was just praying that it was not happening. Tried to carry her out of the house. However, I could only carry her about halfway out of the house before I was overcome from the heat. Just physically couldn't do it.
He just called and he said, Mom, and he was crying his eyes out, and he said, Genevieve died. And she had one of her seizures, and I guess it went into a heart attack.
My son was inconsolable.
I thought that this is the worst thing that could ever happen in the history of the world, is what I thought. And I would have taken her place if I could.
What my wife and I have been working on for the last month is to get him to understand that he has to get rid of this stuff.
There's just too much clutter in this house, but I don't really have much feeling about it because I don't care about anything about except the fact that the woman that I loved, who was the best friend in my life, has died suddenly, unexpectedly, and I miss her every day.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Corey Chalmers. I'm an extreme hoarding cleanup specialist. We are all here today for Norman. Norman is facing a really serious crisis. The city's come in, they've condemned your home. Unfortunately, the circumstances were tragic. We understand that. Dr. Green's here to help you through some of those emotions, so I'm going to let her kind of describe what her process is for you, okay?
Well, I'm here for you, Norman. Your family's here for you. We're all here for you. What I really want you to do is stay involved in the process. I don't want the grief to overtake you where you're so hopeless and you just say, take it all. I want you to stay here, work with me, work with us, stay in the feelings so that we can get you moving along in the healing process.
All right, you ready to do this?
Yes, I am.
Good. Okay, you guys all ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Just to bring this much stuff here, you're talking about thousands of hours worth of work.
Yeah.
This morning, working with Norm was great. He is just flying through stuff. When was the last time you were able to actually use this room?
About 6 or 7 years ago.
His family was participating.
Put a mask on.
It's overwhelming.
It's not this, It's not.
Much like I've anticipated this entire process, Norm's emotions are all over the place.
I am considering leaving, actually.
But what happened? This morning, we were in there working together, and everything was going fine. So what changed?
Well, it couldn't be any more painful than it is, so.
Well, and that's a good thing.
Well.
I want it to be as painful as possible for you because I don't want you to ever get back to this point. Norm's just really having a hard time. You know, the emotions are getting to him, and the whole Genevieve thing is coming out.
Pain is not this. The pain is from my the best friend in my life died.
Right, and we get that. We get that. I can't make that go away. All I can do is make this problem go away.
You've got all these people here who love you, who are supporting you, but they cannot read. Listen.
I'm starting to feel like I'm acting like a creep. You know?
You're doing fine. But hear me, they can't read your mind.
You know, I'll just go inside and I'll do what I can.
We just completed finishing the living room and the kitchen. We still have the 2 upper floors and the basement that are completely packed. So we really need to kick it into high gear. We need to stay motivated so we can get this job done for him and he can pass his inspection. So this is where they've been living.
Where did they sleep?
This is where she slept. This is where she died.
Oh, my God.
He got sick.
You okay?
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize it until you just said it. I don't know how I could ever possibly, in my wildest dreams, even start to do anything like this.
Becky was the only one to really be able to say, hey, Norm, you're sick. And it really hit home for him. It was the first time that he really had a family member tell him that he was sick.
I can't believe it's so bad, and I didn't realize how bad it was. Sleeping on this pile, it's crazy.
I know.
I'm a pretty lucky person.
That's pretty encouraging to hear you say that when you're going through all this.
I feel very fortunate, I really do.
You got a lot of people that love you.
I know.
You know?
I'm very fortunate.
So are you convinced in your mind that you are never gonna go back to living like this?
Yes.
Yeah. We're at the end of day 2. This was a big job. You know, he has a huge house, 3 floors, a basement, all completely packed. We were able to completely clean out the first 2 floors, which is amazing. He was able to keep a lot of stuff, but we literally got rid of all the trash.
This whole thing has shown me how sick I was and how incredibly fortunate that I am. I've overcome a tremendous step by realizing it.
Now that Norm has had some breakthrough and insight that he's actually really been incredibly ill, I'm really hopeful about what's to come for him.
I am so overwhelmed by the tremendous turnaround of this day that I cannot see anything bad really coming from it, to tell you honestly. I feel like I am reborn, and I feel like this is a miracle. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
This is a real rare case of a obviously severe hoarding situation that's really going to have a great outcome.
Any of you or this day for right now, right?
My name is Ruth. I'm retired, and I just like to shop, I guess. I have everything. Ceramics and glassware, and clothes, papers. It's just an array of stuff.
My name is Jewel, and I am Ruth's oldest daughter. My mother is addicted to shopping. She cannot pass up a deal.
I like the Goodwill. I might go to Macy's sometime just to look around, see what they might have that I might like.
She comes home with bags. The bags just get tossed on top of the other bags. It's very overwhelming. My name is Tanea. I'm Ruth's daughter. You can break your neck in that house. You get outside of the path, you're done. She needs to do something about it. I'm to the point now where I think the house actually is a fire hazard. If a fire broke loose and my mom's in that house, she's gonna die. If she doesn't clean up the house, I'm gonna call APS. I'm sick and tired of it. When I was younger, the house was never like it is now. We used to skate all the way through the house, from the back room, which was my room, all the way to the front of the living room. I really miss those days.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. We're here at Ruth's house today. We got a lot of work to do and a short time to do it. I'm going to get the guys in the house so we can start working. Ruth! Ruth! Everyone's searching for Ruth, but she's nowhere to be found. In the meantime, I've got an entire crew sitting around because I can't clean the house until Ruth gets here.
I went looking for her and I didn't see her. Well, isn't that something? I found her. You cannot get away, lady. Get in the car. I'm walking. I'll be there in a minute. Well, we gonna follow you.
I was real anxious this morning. I just had to get away for a minute just to kind of collect my thoughts and try to get myself together for this day. Donate it. Donate it.
Perfect. Just say stop when you want me to stop.
Okay.
We're making a lot of progress really quickly. Ruth's making really good decisions and it's going very fast. What in the world is going on?
This is the main thing to get rid of. If they drop me, I'ma kill them. I'm glad it's gone.
This is a very symbolic moment for her. My dad bought the couch a long time ago, and she hated it when he bought it. It's good to see the couch go.
Goodbye. Get out of here. I hated it ever since he brought you in here. He taught my other stuff and then brought you. Goodbye.
Heavenly Father, we're coming to you this morning, hoping that you'll help me keep an open mind and an open heart. And these and many blessings I'm asking in your name, Jesus. Thank you. Amen.
All right, let's do this.
I am Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding. I'm about to take Ruth into the master bedroom, which she has avoided for over 10 years. You ready? One at a time. I'm gonna follow you.
Now, you know I'm too old for this.
No, you're not.
My legs.
If you're not too old to hoard, you're not too old to crawl over the pile. Keep moving in. By avoiding dealing with her pain, it's actually perpetuating it, and it's making it worse. I think you've done an amazing job up until this point, but I'm looking at T over there, and you know where she's standing. That's the most difficult place of all. Tell me why.
Well, that's where when my husband came home from the hospital, and he took his pants off and he put them up on the dresser. And that's where they've been ever since he died, ever since he came home.
The pants were the most symbolic reason why she was not able to return to this room. Tell me why you left them there.
I just couldn't move them.
How How do you feel about that now?
I know it's something that I need to do.
I'm gonna leave it up to you to do what you need to do at this point.
You gotta do it.
You're not letting him go. He's already gone physically. But he's here. He's here still. That will never go away. And keeping those pants are not gonna change anything. Do you understand that by moving forward, you're honoring him?
Mom.
Look at her.
You can do it. You can do it.
For the first time, Ruth is at a place where she can pick up the pants, hold them, and start to heal from the loss of her husband. He's looking down at you, saying, I'm so happy you're finally moving on. You're not moving on from him. You're moving on with your life, okay? It's time to let go of them. They are a barrier for her to move forward and her family's. What are you gonna do with these pants?
I wouldn't want anybody else to wear them. So it's my best thing, just put them aside. Just put them away, put them up, get them away. To take them out of the house and discard them was a little rough because you feel like you're actually throwing him away, but I'm not really throwing him away because he's in my heart. He'll always be in my heart.
When we started a couple days ago, it didn't feel like this. You had a family that came together to help you. I think you felt that all week, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You all want to go in there and see the house?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God, I don't believe it.
Come on in.
Oh, man. This is beautiful. Oh, no.
Sorrow or happiness?
Oh, man, I don't believe this. Oh, this is gorgeous.
We had an entire family come together and help this woman.
This is so pretty.
It's just one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Since we've came this far, she's not gonna stop. I'm not gonna allow her to stop. I'm gonna help her every way I can.
It's just breathtaking. My mom realizing that she's at a place where she's ready to move on, and I couldn't ask for much more.
I believe that this family is off to a very, very happy future.
Hopefully I've gotten the grief out of my house. Hopefully I can begin to live now and live with a smile.
I'm Christy, and I ran a daycare, and I used to be a good mother.
I'm Tiffany, and Christy is my mom. When I was younger, my mom kept the house very nice. It was very immaculate. Now it's like what went wrong. I don't understand how it could change so drastically. Nobody should be living in a house like that.
I'm Dylan, and Christy is my mom. It's like impossible to move around and just mounds of stuff that's not needed. I feel like she took my childhood away from me because of her junk.
Well, he thinks I chose the stuff over him. It's only bad mother's other kids taken away.
I'm Tanya, and I'm Christy's oldest daughter. Dylan has been living with me for the past 2 years. My mom is not happy with the fact that Dylan lives with me, but I couldn't imagine what that would feel like as a parent. It was hard.
If she did love me, it's like she would have cleaned up her house and got rid of her junk and gotten me back.
At first, they would only inspect the rooms that were in use, and then they inspected, they decided, all the rooms.
Her daycare ended because of the hoarding.
When that was taken away from her, that's when the clutter started to escalate.
I don't think human beings are meant to be alone. And when you get to this point, it's kind of like you're a nobody. It really doesn't matter.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
30 degrees. Are we ready for this?
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding.
The fact of the matter is you've created a situation.
Yeah.
And we're going to help you with it today.
I really want to sandblast this hoard. It's just gotta go.
And who are we here for?
Me.
All for you.
Thank you.
Yeah? Got it?
I haven't had that for so long.
I totally get that. I get it. Is this group ready to take care of this lady? Yes, are y'all ready to go? Lead on.
I would like to keep this. It's an expensive preschool.
We don't have preschool anymore.
Oh, I'd like to keep it. And that's for the dogs, for Tanya's house. It still squeaks. Do you think that would work better than that one thing you have? It's the same thing as the light bright.
I'm fine with the light bright I have.
They may not want it for their children.
That is something that we can definitely live without, and it's way worth it just to get rid of it so you can have your house.
She was unable to let go of even some of the most basic items that were almost really just junk. And of course, that is the disorder speaking.
Sure, all this is garbage.
And a little bib.
So, Christy, do you trust your daughter? She just said it was trash.
I do trust you. It's just I'm compelled to do that.
No, I don't want it to go to their house.
But
It
you
stays
want
here.
it here.
That's kind of Dylan's.
I do not want this, Mom. You need to get rid of it.
I know it goes to the guitar.
That's
and
broken.
The guitar
Why'd
shop
you buy
right over
it?
here.
She just won't or give it up. She just keeps going at it and doesn't stop until she gets her way. And I was just angry at her.
He doesn't care.
I could trade it in and
Why
get
haven't
something.
you?
Because it was yours.
Yeah, but I
felt
don't
like
want
I can't
it.
touch your things.
She's making a choice of keeping all of this stuff rather than having a relationship with her family.
I don't want you to think this stuff's more important than you are.
I have to leave him.
Okay.
It just felt like it was going to take forever and forever to go through things. And emotionally, physically, that's so draining for me right now that it all came crashing down.
My name is Mark Pfeffer. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and specialist in the treatment of compulsive hoarding. Talk about these stuffed animals, Christy. What are stuffed animals usually used for?
To cuddle with, yeah.
So we're gonna come upon a lot of stuffed animals.
Tanya's dogs, and they can eat them up every day and tug on them, and they love to do it.
She's right here. Do you want them?
Mom, we don't need them. We just need to move on.
I don't really care if the dogs have something to chew on.
I was pushing Christy to provide her the opportunity to make some decisions under high levels of anxiety, so she could teach her brain that it's okay to live without some of her possessions.
I'd like to keep a couple of these.
But obviously, we can see that there's much more work to be done.
SpongeBob.
Do you think that would work for the bedroom for the kids?
What bedroom
Violet?
are you talking about, Mom?
The one downstairs.
The one downstairs is full of stuff.
You hang clothes or...
Christy, we're trying to get your home in a place that's livable. What is the worst thing that would happen if you got rid of this item?
I just don't want to have to buy something like this again.
No one's gonna make you buy it again. I don't like how you're living. You have to want this for yourself, Mom, but you have to let us help you, and you're still putting up walls. This has been a big waste of time in here, and we've made no progress.
Make these decisions, and it'll help you get better.
Just let it go, Mom.
I can't.
How are you feeling today, first of all?
I wanted there to be more taken out of the house. I just feel that later on it's going to be harder for Mom to get rid of stuff if the organizers aren't here.
Dylan, how about you?
She needs to decide what she needs to do and do it quickly.
Tanya, what are your thoughts today?
We would like to see some progression made.
It's just hard for me to move. And
That's why all this help's here, so they can help you right now, because they're leaving. They're going to be gone.
One of the things I did want to talk about why I have the family here, if we got the house clean, whether or not, Dylan, you would want to come back.
I know you love me, so, I mean, we could start it off to where I could just come and start staying here, like, every weekend or something like that. Yeah, I think it'd be good to, like, come and spend some time with her and then just work my way from there.
And that's interesting because the other day you weren't necessarily thinking that way. He was able to compromise in letting his mom know that he was willing to give her a chance, but not yet fully committing, potentially back into the situation that he left.
Makes me feel really good for him to want to continue the process so he believes in me. And if I do, and then I think that he'll be spending more time here.
Dylan, one more bag. How about 2 more bags?
Yeah, that can go.
Garbage?
Garbage.
Good job, good job.
Nice.
There's a lot of this stuff.
That felt good.
The upstairs is clear, and then the downstairs is your storage area. Everything from upstairs came here. We have to set the guidelines for her strong and clear. Only one bag or one box up at a time. Sort through it, make decisions, and then you can go down and get another one. If she can stick to that policy, she'll be okay.
Whoa. One bag at a time. I think I can do that.
My hopes and prognosis is good, but guarded. I think with aftercare, the chances of them becoming a family unit and getting that house back is good.
Is this a safe place for Dylan? Yes, it is. In fact, not only is it safe, the bathrooms are clean, kitchen is clean, there's running water, electricity, the house is clean, everything is cleared from that upper floor.
I think the house looks pretty good. Personally, I want us to like have more family things together. Christmas, Thanksgiving, that'd be nice.
I'm Dennis, and I am a retired architect. I've never thought of myself as a hoarder, but I'm hoarding, I know that. Anyone entering the house immediately becomes aware that there's clutter here. I've got hallways that are crowded to the point where you can barely walk through. In the living room, items are stacked on top of one another almost to the ceiling. Items at the bottom are being crushed. Everywhere you turn, you're going to find clutter. The other rooms in the house are equally in as bad condition. My kitchen area is hardly usable. My bathroom facilities aren't totally functional. I've got 3 rooms in the house right now that are so full you can't even get in the doorway. They're stuffed full with boxes that have things in them that I haven't viewed for the last 12 years. Don't know what's in a lot of them. There's just so much. It's overwhelming. I've acquired quite a bit of sculptural work, wood carvings. There's a lot of lumber here. There are scrap metals, multiple wheelchairs, 5 motorhomes, which are stuffed full with things. 4 what I've referred to as snack vans or bread trucks, over a dozen cars, including classic cars. I will never in my lifetime get to do all that my ambitions have drawn me into. Okay, nice and easy now. Come on, you're coming up to the step. At this point in time, I need to help my wife with almost every life activity. It actually has become very difficult to get my wife from the bed to the living room space. Okay, stand up until I get you there. I try to assist her in walking as often as I can, but things have just become so crowded. I'm going to have to acknowledge that this is probably not a safe environment for even an able-bodied person. I'm very concerned about the condition of my home. I know that I need to clean up things as soon as possible, but one man against this amount is just hopeless.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. It's a lot of people here, Dennis.
There are.
Big crew, big job. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine right now. I'm ready.
I think we can do this, man.
Let's do it.
Thank you for letting us even try.
Oh, you don't know how much of a blessing I feel this is.
Well, let's talk in 3 days.
I appreciate it. It won't change. It will not change.
All right, this is old school. Let's put our hands in. We got this. Organizers, everybody come on in. We can do this. 1, 2, 3. We got this. Normally I would only start in one area, but just because of the sheer volume, we've got to start both inside and outside. So I'm gonna get my junk guys started outside, and I'm gonna get my organizers started inside. Hey guys, we have like an actual problem. Okay. You guys are doing so good that I have nowhere to put all this stuff outside. So I need you to like chill for 10 minutes. I've got to make space outside. It's a new day, it's a new Dennis. We still have 2 whole days. You guys ready to get started?
Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go. She said it. All right. Between inside and outside, we're taking about 10,000 pounds an hour. And we're still just kind of barely making a dent in this property. This has been a mad final push. We've got furniture coming. We've got people scrubbing, people cleaning. We're pulling carpets. We're bringing in new beds. We're bringing in new furniture. Everything is happening this last hour. I'm excited, but I'm still a little nervous. We did it. End of day 4, we cleaned a lot of trash out, over 500 tons, which is 1,000,000 pounds. That's an enormous amount of weight. We didn't finish, but we did a good job. There's still a long ways to go, but the house looks great. I mean, I'm really pleased the family can now finally go in and live in this house.
Oh my word. I can't believe this.
Oh my God. Look at the kitchen.
You don't recognize this room anymore, do you? No, it's quite a bit different.
So you can see the house has been emptied of a few things, as you can see. It's been thoroughly cleaned. We've got a new couch, we've got new tables, we cleaned out the bedroom, we have a new bed for you. The kitchen is clean, the refrigerator is fully clean, and it's totally usable. It's really good.
This is fantastic, just fantastic.
How are you guys, family? What are you thinking? How are you feeling?
I'm blown away. I mean, this is just, I can't believe it's the same house we started with.
I'm stunned.
It's just amazing.
How does it feel to have all this space?
For whatever I've lost, look what I've gained.
What do you think, Mom?
How are you feeling?
Do you like it?
Can we get a smile? Huh? Okay, you try. All right.
Like it? She's good.
Okay, I'm sure she's happy.
Just looking at Judith and Dennis, I can tell they're happy. And that's what we're here to do.
This is where we'll be sleeping tomorrow night. Look a little different? Sure does. Fresh and clean.
Dennis and Judy can finally spend the night in a clean house for the first time in a long time. Check this out, dude.
That is
beautiful. Oh, wow. The whole thing is raising.
We're raising up, so we'll
Actually,
raise
Oh,
up.
it is all going up.
Beyond anything I could have imagined.
Both bathrooms have been thoroughly cleaned.
You know, this morning we still felt like there was a lot to do, and we really didn't think it was going to happen, honestly. I think it's wonderful. There's so much room in here. My parents can actually move around now and enjoy themselves. It's well lit, it's clean, it's safe. It far exceeds any expectation I had. It's amazing.
That makes me feel good. I think this is going to be the way I want to keep it. This is absolutely going to be a fresh start. I'm going to do everything I can to preserve it. Don't want to let it get back anywhere near what it had been at.
This was a massive crisis. Inside was dangerous, outside was dangerous, there were fines, and we were able to handle all of those. What we have achieved is they have options, the county's going to work with them, and they're going to be able to make really good long-term decisions for both of them. This was a win.
Thank you. Very nice meeting you, Judith.
Hi, thanks for being a fan of Hoarders. And subscribe to A&E for more videos and click the links around me to watch more.